I've escaped from the sim rig, guys, and we're in Cologne because Rennsport have sponsored us to check out the latest version of their simulator. But why Cologne, you say? Well, we've got the Overtake offices here, and that's where this event is taking place. I'm going to jump on some sim rigs, I'm going to try the latest version, and I'm going to let you know what's going on. So let's get in there, let's do some driving.
Remember, you have to subscribe for the joy and the warmth that is received when unsubscribing, so do that, and then, if you've got nothing else better to do, also click the like button. Thanks to channel members and supporters, and thanks to Rennsport for making this video happen.
So we've jumped on one of the rigs here, and we've got the latest build of Rennsport. What has changed in Rennsport? What are they showing off here? Well, we have a couple of things. One of them is that Rennsport has updated the tyres on the vehicles to make them more realistic. What that actually translates to is that previously the cars were quite a bit slidier, and I think what they've really done is tighten things up. We've done a bit of driving here with the Porsche, the Audi, and I do think things feel a lot tighter in this. I quite liked it before, but I think it's a lot more responsive to drive now, and also I think the force feedback as a result has improved due to those tyre model changes. Things are a little bit more snappy, a little bit more precise, cars a little bit more nimble, but that's not really the big news. The big news is that, crucially, fans of my channel understand this, there's been large user interface changes, and you'll find if you're using a gamepad or buttons on your steering wheel, that the user interface is a lot easier to navigate and a lot quicker to navigate. And the reason that they've done that is because Rennsport have just announced that it's going to be a cross-platform title. And not only a cross-platform title, but also have cross-play. So that is really the big announcement of this event that we're at, that you're going to be able to play Rennsport on your PC against console players, and console players are going to be able to play on the console against PC players. A little bit less exciting though, but in regards to that cross-platform, cross-play component, is of course, in order for this to then run on games consoles, they've had to do quite a lot of optimization and tweaking to make it so that Rennsport will run on games consoles like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. So PC players will also benefit from that.
Now, the reason why the crossplay is really significant is because when it comes to online ranked multiplayer games, at the end of the day, if you want to have a good online ranked race, you need people to race against, and ideally people of a similar skill level to you. In order to have people of a similar skill level to you, you're going to need a lot of people, and there's way more people with games consoles than there are with just PCs. And at the moment on console, you only really have Forza and Gran Turismo offering the somewhat serious jump-in online ranked racing, and neither of them are really hardcore simulators. So it'll be really interesting to see how receptive those audiences are to a much more PC-like racing simulator title, and then if that additional audience does propel Rennsport into a higher realm of online activity and competition. As you can see from the background footage, we did some racing at the press event against the other attendees that were there, as well as some people remotely over the internet. As always, the racing went fantastic, I demonstrated my superior skill, and it is this reputation of high skill that makes us so qualified and worthwhile listening to when it comes to racing simulators. Now, as a force feedback lover, it was really interesting to be able to play Rennsport on not one, not two, not three, but 5 different sim rigs using different DD wheels and pedals. Now, I'm glad I'm not a sim racing developer having to support all these devices, but it has to be said, you can't really go wrong with any of these wheelbases and pedals. They all function absolutely fantastic, and they all give you the same basic details that the simulators put in out. And in the case of Rennsport, it very much is a sort of R-Factor 2 kind of feeling force feedback that you get from the sim. In my opinion, way more detail and much more pleasant to drive than many PC simulators, and certainly on another level compared to your Forzas and Gran Turismos. The world simply doesn't have enough conflict in it at the moment, so it's absolutely fantastic to see Rennsport bring in a new war between console gamers, PC gamers, wheel users and gamepad users. Who will come out on top? Probably no one, because we'll all be sim racing. Either way, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Thanks for all you guys for making it possible for companies to mistakenly invite me to events like this. It's great to be able to bring you the news as it occurs, and for me to get the chance to bump into the familiar faces of the sim racing YouTuber scene.
Oh my god.
Links to other attendees' videos are under this one, but until the next one, happy tea drinking, take care, and goodbye everybody.